Shalom, men and brethren. This is Apostle David Godson again on Talk of Prophecy, part 29. We are at the divine inspired revelation. And on that divine inspired revelation, we are on a prophecy. And in prophecy, we deal with the first batch, second batch, third batch. The whispering voice, which is a little tiny voice. Then the total overwhelming of the Spirit. And then we deal with the word of God shut in the heart, like a fire in the bone. This is 3. Today, audible, loud, or audible voice. God, yes, can call people loudly with a loud, like a mouth of man, audibly. You can hear it in short. If people are around you, they will hear the same voice. They will hear the voice loud and clear. That is an audible voice. It is very rare. It doesn't happen to many people. It happens to few people. It doesn't happen consistently. It's not continuously. It's not something you say, oh, that's the way God is talking to me. It's continuously. No. No. And I can tell you, after I will tell you what makes somebody a prophet. Don't worry about that. We're coming to that stage. We shall deal with what really makes somebody a prophet. We're going to see it all. But I just want you to know, if somebody can prophesy yet it's not a prophet. That's what I want you to know. But we're going to deal with that in another time. Meanwhile, at this time, audible voice. Abraham had that, of course. A couple of other people have that. But right now, let me begin to deal with Moses. Exodus chapter 3, verse 4. The Bible says, and when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, God called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses, and he said, here am I. So Moses had God call him audibly, very well audibly. God called Moses, and Moses responded very much well, in a very audible voice. Men and brethren, Moses had that experience. The next person that had the same experience of audible voice, audible call, is Samuel. Samuel had the experience when Samuel was in the service under the supervision of Eli, the high priest. When Eli was misbehaving and God wanted to judge him and God had to reveal it to Samuel. You know what happened? You know what happened? Immediately, God called Samuel 3 good times. Samuel was hearing audible voice and Samuel was wondering who is calling him. So Samuel had the opportunity to have audible voice of the Lord. God speak to him audibly, clean and clear. So that is exactly another way that God speaks through the prophets. He talks to them audibly, clean and clear, like the voice of a man. Just as you're hearing my voice, very clean and clear. God speaks to a prophet the same way. That's the way he speaks to Moses, he speaks to Samuel. But like I told you that Jesus is our prototype. We are going to be looking at Jesus Christ in everything. In everything, we'll be looking at Jesus Christ. And I want to tell you right now that Jesus had the same experience on 3 different occasions recorded in the Bible. Number 1 is at the time of his baptism. Boldly, when the dove, the Holy Ghost descended like a dove, what happened next was a voice spoke. This is my beloved son with whom I'm well pleased. Hear you him, or listen to him. Now that voice came at the time of baptism. The next time Jesus had the same experience again was in the Mount of Transfiguration in Matthew chapter 17. The baptism in Matthew chapter 3. The Transfiguration in Matthew chapter 17. The voice came loud again at the Mount of Transfiguration in the presence of Peter, James, and John. They also had the voice. And the voice said, this is my beloved son with whom I'm well pleased. Hear you him. Again, the voice speaks loudly and audibly. Everybody can hear it. It happened again in the book of John chapter 12. When Jesus was also teaching in John chapter 12, there was another voice again that thundered in the midst of every crowd who were listening to his teaching. It sounded loud and clear and called and speak to him. And people were saying it's an angel that talked to him. They were confused who actually spoke to him. But then God spoke to him directly, audibly. So on 3 different occasions it happened to Jesus Christ. Doesn't mean that it happened to him all the time. But it do happen to him. On 3 different occasions it happened to him. So men and brethren, I want you to understand that yes, there is a place where audibly God speaks to us. Apostle Paul had the same experience when he was called audibly by Jesus Christ on en route to Damascus. He had the voice clean and clear like a man. Every other person with him had the voice. They actually had the voice. The same way he had the voice. But voice was specifically talking to him. So people can hear the voice of God directly. God talks to you one-on-one. He calls your name and talks to you multically, just like you're hearing my voice so clean and clear. And sometimes you even ask questions and he de-explains things to you and also ask you questions sometimes. You know, they are beautiful place of fellowship, you know. I have to tell you about that as we move on. It's a beautiful place. You need to enter into the realm where you have a beautiful place of fellowship. So, beloved, yes, we have Jesus Christ have the same experience. Moses had the same experience. Even Joshua had similar experience. Of course, they had audible voice, not whispering voice, not tiny small voice, not still small voice, not whispering, because a still small voice is a whisper. So the Holy Ghost can whisper in your ears. That's that one. But I'm talking about loud and clear, audibly, that even other people around will hear the same voice. It's not hidden. It is rare. It does not happen consistently. It happens once in a while, but not to everybody. It happened to a specific kind of prophets. When I will deal with the type of prophets, then I will be able to help you understand this better. But we shall get there when the time comes. I do not want you to be confused at any point, at any time. But yes, I want you to know that there are people God talked to audibly with the mouth just direct as I'm talking to you. You can hear my voice so clear and clear. I'm not whispering. God do not whisper. He will thunder sometimes as a trumpet sound. Sometimes it is clear and clean. God actually talks to people clean and clear. There are a couple of men of God today that have heard the voice of God clean and clear, loud and clear, not whispering. There are a couple of them today because God do not change. God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. What he did in the past, he does today and can also do tomorrow. So I want you to know that, oh, he has not changed, never will he change. So you will not say, oh, God used to do this in the past, but no longer now. No, he does what he did in the past, he does today. Because it's not just God of the past, he's the God of today, and he's also God of tomorrow. He will do it tomorrow again, even if he did it today. No matter how he endure you today, he can endure somebody else tomorrow. In short, at the moment, he's already training somebody that will take over when you're not going to be there. Our God is so mysterious, nobody should joke with him. Everybody should appreciate him. At any point in time, he give you any privilege. Use you to serve other people faithfully. And that's why you see me talking to you this way. I'll have to open up to you to the end. Also that at the end of the day, you will be a blessing to other people. And God will use you to reach out to them also and educate them. But I can tell you, as one that had that, not just God was teaching me and also giving me the experience, so that it will be easier for me to explain it to you to understand it, not because I'm any better, but so that you can understand it in a way that it will help you out tomorrow. Beloved, there is a place of hearing an audible voice of God, clean and clear, audible voice of God. There are prophets that receive their messages through hearing of the audible voice of God, clean and clear, audible, loud voice, multical of God. And then they transfer this message to us, and it's exactly as it happened, exactly as so. Moses had this so frequently. Moses had this kind of manifestation so frequently, but Moses had no opportunity to operate in other the dimension of prophetic manifestations. He doesn't have the opportunity to do that. But Jesus Christ operated in all prophetic dimensions. He operated in every one of them. He had the opportunity to do that, or the Bible says he had the spiritual measures. But then Moses was not privileged to do that. He heard God's voice, talk to him loud and clear. He doesn't have privilege to see other things, to go the other ways. And that's one of the disadvantages. He was so one way. But it was a privilege for Moses anyway. Beloved, this is Talk on Prophecy part 29. Audible voice, some prophet hears and they prophesy. Listening and hearing audibly, God talk to them. It is real, it's happening, and it's true. Tomorrow, we shall go again to another one. This is just 4. We have 3 more to go with. And after we've gone through the 3, you'll have understand the 7 ways a prophet can get his message. And that is different from the vision I dealt with. We have visionaries who may be prophets, or visionaries who are not prophets. We have dreamers who are prophets. We have dreamers who are not prophets. But in any case, dreams are messages. They can be prophecy. So I hope you understand. You can prophesy, yet not a prophet. But I'll deal with that when the time comes. Beloved, I leave you with this. Share it to reach every single person you love. If you love me, share back to me. If you know that you love somebody, you love a certain group of people, you love the brethren, make them have access to this so it can educate them to understand. The more we know, the better we are safe from the danger of deluded and delusional fake people whom the devil has released to cause mayhem and to deceive the brethren. Be strong and be full of the wisdom and knowledge of God. Share it and help other people to learn and to understand. Please, we will help ourselves to save ourselves and our generation from rascality or some prophetic rascals. I bless you today. May the blessing of the living God rest upon your life. The Lord reach out to you, turn your story around, lift you up, connect you, and bring honor to your life. The Lord bring you to a place of glory. The Lord change your story around. The Lord promote you today, become a memorable day you will not forget. As the Lord connect you, reconnect you, cause people to remember you, and give you your heart desire. It is well with you and always will be well with you. In Jesus' precious, mighty name, amen. I love you all. Stay in the love of God. See you again tomorrow for part 30. Shalom. Bye-bye.